For more MTG resources and articles, check out paperchampion.net. Alright, so today we are playing Mono Blue Faeries, and yes, I would like to go first. So 2 islands, a Miscreant, a couple Pestermites. This looks okay, so let's keep it and see how we do. Now, the worst thing that happens is it just sucks and I don't post this video. So, alright, so let's go tap. And it's important to be able to get one of our fairies out right away, because basically we can't cast a lot of our other spells without that. Right, so it's nice to be able to get the Miscreant on the battlefield. You know, it creates a little early game pressure with the 1/1 in the air, but that's not really why. It's just because with the 1/1 fairy, what we can do is use it to champion. We can champion other fairies and things like that. Wow, this is an unusual one. Usually you don't get another Faerie Miscreant, but I'll take it, and I'll take the card draw. Okay, just kind of got lucky here. Okay, so take the card draw. And a mana leak. Alright, so I don't have the mana leak up. We'll swing for 1 and go. My opponent's probably just going to take it. No one wants to waste like a removal or something like that just on a 1/1. Okay, so opponent's playing black and green, so they could have something like Languish or something like that. Okay, looks like maybe Jund. Yep. Okay. That's okay. We will just return the Tarmogoyf to his hand next turn. Alright, and maybe pick up a land here. Mistbind Clique is okay. Alright, so if you notice, all of our cards have flash, instant, flash, flash. This is an instant as well, and flash. So we basically are not going to cast anything on this turn. We just cast on our opponent's turn and respond to what they're doing. Okay, so I don't mind taking 1 from Tarmogoyf, so it just depends what they're doing. Alright, so I don't want to waste the Unsummon on Tarmogoyf yet. Okay, so Tarmogoyf still has 1. Okay, and let's see, Liliana the Veil. Okay, I cannot let you have that. Alright, so that's just deadly. So for sure we're playing Jund. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. I have to take 3. I think I'm still okay. Spellstutter Sprite is okay. Yeah, we'll just wait and play on our opponent's turn again. So we'll just swing again with our 2 fairies. Okay, they're going to catch up with Tarmogoyf pretty quick here. Okay, so I can use a Spellstutter Sprite to counter a target spell. Okay, that sucks. Okay, well, let's counter that spell. Yep. Okay, so we'll counter that spell, keep some fairies alive. Okay, and then he's going to swing in for 4 with Tarmogoyf. Picking up an extra land would certainly be nice, because then I can tap down a Tarmogoyf with Pestermite. Okay, so oh, there we go, a land. Okay, so we will stop on our opponent's upkeep. Okay, and actually we could just unsummon it, but it might be nice actually just to flash in the Pestermite, get another fairy onto the battlefield. Okay, but we'll still swing with everybody. Alright, and actually I think I'll hold up the Unsummon for now. Force him to cast it again. Okay, so is he going to swing? Yes. Okay, and we will just unsummon the Tarmogoyf. Okay, now next turn, if we can get it, we can tap down all our opponent's land. Okay, so it's just going to put it out again. That's okay. Okay. But he's got Summoning Sickness. Tarmogoyf again. Okay. Alright. Vapor Snag. Alright, that's actually pretty good. We will swing in for another 3. Do I want to play a Scion of Oona? That would swing in for 6. Yeah, I think I will. I'll have to take 8, but it might be worth it. I think I have to take the chance, otherwise I'm going to get beat down by these Tarmogoyfs. Okay, so we'll swing. Opponent's not going to have any blocks. Okay, we'll play Scion of Oona. Give them Shroud. And 6 damage. And my opponent needs to kill me this turn, or he's just dead. Okay, so we'll stop yielding on my opponent's turn. He can do 8 here. Can he get the extra 5 in? Or can he kill enough fairies? I think the Scion of Oona is enough to actually protect these fairies, because even if he kills a Scion, they go back to... Okay, Liliana I don't think is enough. Okay. He's going to make me sacrifice a creature. Okay, so target player sacrifices a creature. That's fine. I will sacrifice a Faerie Miscreant. Then I'm still swinging for 4 in the air next turn. Okay, well, 5 in the air technically with my Scion as well. Okay, so opponent's going to swing for 10. Alright, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, and my turn. Alright, well, we'll play the land, and we'll just go straight to attacks. Swing, attack my opponent, who's got probably the best name ever. Okay, and that should be the game, unless he has something. Fog? Abrupt Decay, can't be countered. Okay, that does present a problem. Okay, well, let's actually Vapor Snag. We'll Vapor Snag him. Okay, then I will flash him back in. Okay, and there we go. Alright, so that's what I mean, is that this deck is like super tricky. There's like lots of ways you can interact and play. It looks kind of like that Abrupt Decay was actually targeting that Scion still, which is totally wrong. It shouldn't, because it would have lost the target. That's technically a different Scion. Okay, so my opponent is going to be playing a lot of things like Liliana and stuff like that. So let's see, that's a non-creature spell. Okay, so I need to have that in there. So what to get rid of? Now, Vapor Snag is going to be important. Unsummon would be good. Spreading Seas would actually be really nice to disrupt his mana base. Man, so much that's good against Jund here, but I'm not sure if that's really that relevant. Yeah, my opponent's being super nice. I like it when opponents, when your opponent says, good luck or good game and stuff like that. Alright. Pithing Needle would be actually good to turn off Liliana as well. But what to take out? That's the problem. So Scion's good, Mistbind is good, Pestermite good, Mana Leak is good. Basically anything where I return things to its hand or just counter things. Okay, so I think the negates are good. Man, just everything is good against this deck. So I think I would maybe take out the Faerie Imposter. Okay, and maybe one of the Quicklings. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I think the rest are pretty good. Maybe one Mana Leak? It's a tough one. I don't want to really remove counters. Maybe one Remand. Alright. Just because my opponent's going to try and get Liliana out as soon as possible, so I want to be able to cast Mana Leak as a hard counter instead of Remand and put it back in his hand. Alright, so we got Faerie Miscreant, a bunch of lands, and also Mana Leak. So we can keep this. Vapor Snag is also pretty good. Wow, Treetop Village. Alright. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we got turn 1, tap, Faerie Miscreant. Okay, it's always nice to have the Faerie. Now I can also use Quickling, right, to put that, to counter that Faerie. Okay, my opponent is going to want to put like a Tarmogoyf out soon. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I got to hold up mana. Might have to take an early beating from that Tarmogoyf. Alright, so let's get some mana going here. So let's go Island, and I just want to be able to hold it up for Mana Leak here. Alright, and I could also trade Tarmogoyf if he just trades with me next turn. Alright, so I'll swing for 1, might as well. Okay, so it depends what my opponent's playing here. If he drops a land and tries to play a Liliana, then I have to Mana Leak him. Okay, if he attacks with the Goyf, do I just Vapor Snag him? Or do I try and use a Quickling? Well, let's give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, so Quickling. Okay, so Tarmogoyf is... Okay. So he could just try and pump up his Tarmogoyf. Yes, I do want to return this one. Okay, and I'll block. We can just trade off. Okay, and then he could try and pump up the Tarmogoyf or just do something. But if I can trade a Quickling for a Goyf, that's actually a pretty good trade. That's actually pretty sweet. Now he might be able to play his Liliana. Oh, Bow of Nylea, okay. That's okay. Alright, so let's go play our Faerie Miscreant out again. Okay, yeah, 2 damage to target creature with flying. Okay. That's gonna suck. Okay, but still gotta play it out here. Alright, Bow of Nylea is actually a really good sideboard card for them. Alright, so I think next turn, instead of... Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll actually just play Pithing Needle as well. Because he can just actually pluck all my fairies out of the air with that, which is really irritating. Okay, an extra Mana Leak. Okay, so let's go Ghost Quarterer. Or, I'm not really afraid of Treetop Village just yet. Alright, so let's play one of our tapped lands. Okay, we'll just swing with Treetop Village. Okay. Oh, not true, swing with Faerie Miscreant. Okay, so our opponent's casting something. Okay, or not. Okay, we'll just play another tapped land for now. Alright, so opponent's gaining 3 life back. Man, Bow of Nylea just sucks. Okay, so Thoughtseize. Well, he's probably going to take a Vapor Snag. Do I counter it? Nah, just let him have it. Okay. Like, it's not really worth it to counter it because I could just use the hard counter to counter something else that he has. Alright, so Bow of Nylea just really changes things. I think that I'm kind of behind on this game. I'll take 3 from Treetop Village. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, go play a Ghost Quarterer and go. Alright, so I'm going to have to play this really slow, drawn out, long game. Okay, he's going to gain 3 life back. That's fine. Tarmogoyf, yeah, I pretty much have to counter that. Okay, that's going to be a 2-for-1. I think that Bo is setting me back on this game for sure. Okay, so he's paying the extra. Mana leak as well. Can't let him get a Tarmogoyf. That'll just blow me out so fast right now. Like, okay. Quickling, that I can't play because I don't have a fairy. Although, no, I'll just play another Ghost Quarter. Okay, and I can't really take him off of any of his mana. I can use the Ghost Quarter to destroy a treetop village if it attacks, which is nice. Okay, so I think my opponent has this one in hand, so to speak. I don't think I'm favored to win this, but we'll see what happens. I basically need to get like a Mistbind Clique and oh, that's pretty good. But now I need to get something with now I need to get a fairy to champion out of there. Alright, so I need okay, so he's getting 3 life back. That's fine. Okay, so Scavenging Ooze. Alright. So he's gonna start exiling all my creatures, which really sucks. Spellstutter Sprite's actually pretty good. But he's probably going to... Actually, I think I'll try and do that. I'll play the Spellstutter Sprite, and then when he tries to destroy it with Bow of Nylea, I will try and I'll champion it with Mistbind Clique. Then I'll get a 4/4 that he can't destroy in the air, and I can start beating him down again with it. So we'll see what happens here. Alright. So I can, yeah, Scavenging Ooze. Gonna get a counter. Alright. Yep, another counter. Alright, so I think I'm in some serious trouble here. Oh, I should have actually... that's a total misplay. I should have played Spellstutter Sprite to cancel that. So let's concede, or to counter that. So many easy ways to mess up playing this one. Alright, but still, I think I was my opponent was heavily favored in that one. We are for sure going to need Pithing Needle, and for sure Relic in this one. So what to get rid of? Vapor Snag is pretty good. Unsummon, not so good. What to take out? I think maybe the Pestermites. Okay, so Pestermite is only a 2/1. Okay, and even Spreading Seas might be nice to kind of damage their mana base. So let's give that a try here. So Spreading Seas. Do I just go way more controlling? Okay, so let's take out another Quickling and another 2 Quicklings and put in the other 2 Spreading Seas. So we're going to try and go really, really far. I'm not sure if this is the right substitution game plan here, but we'll see what we do here. Alright, so yes, I'd like to play first. Faerie Miscreant, Negate, some mana leaks. Alright, well, let's keep it. Don't really have the relics and stuff that I wanted, but... Okay, so let's go turn 1, tap, Faerie Miscreant. It's kind of fortunate I've gotten one in my opening hand every turn. Inquisition, alright, well, that's fine. He's probably going to take Negate, but it doesn't really matter. So, that's what I would take anyways, because Negate's a hard counter. Mana Leak, eventually he'll have the mana to pay for whatever it is he needs. Okay, so let's go Island, and we'll just swing. Okay, so go. So he knows if he casts anything this turn, I'll just counter it. So he's got to wait until he has more stuff, basically, more mana. Unless he's going to force me to counter these. Okay, well, counter. Okay. Now he knew that I had that, so he's basically like just forcing me to do this. Okay, so we'll just go swing with Faerie Miscreant again. Getting more creatures or more destruction would be good. So getting like a Spreading Seas right now and destroying this Blooming Marsh would be pretty sweet. Alright, because it would take my opponent off of his green mana. Alright, so can we beat Jund? This is going to be a tough one. Alright, so opponent knows if he casts anything, I've got a mana leak in hand. He doesn't know what my other card is. He might force me to try and cast it to waste the mana leak. Collective Brutality. Okay, so let's see. -2, so okay, so he's gonna take my mana leak anyways. Alright, well, let's mana leak it then. Okay, he's gonna take the mana leak anyways, and that way I still at least keep the Faerie. Okay, so I really need to draw a counter here. And an island is absolutely not what I wanted, so let's go to play the island, I guess. We'll just swing in with a 1/1. Okay, so he's playing it. Okay, get in for 1. Now I don't have a counter here, which really, really sucks. Okay, getting basically land after land after land just was not really that good. Okay, having like 6 lands or 7 lands, and there's the bow. I'm not too afraid of the bow right now because I could eventually just turn it off. What I really need is counters. Spreading Seas is actually pretty good, so let's play Island. We'll go tap tap, Spreading Seas, take him off of Overgrown Tomb. Okay, I get to draw a card. Faerie Miscreant again. Okay, there's no point in casting Faerie Miscreant because he'll just shoot it out of the air with Bow of Nightlia. Okay, go. Okay, so Thoughtseize. Sure, take my Miscreant if you want. Either way, I'd lose it anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Faerie Conclave. Okay, go. Man, so much land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just land after land after land. This is like the worst game ever. Okay, you Abrupticate my Spreading Seas. Liliana, the Last Hope. Okay. Okay, that's fine, he just ticks her up. Remand. Okay, well, Remand would have been nice, you know, a little bit earlier. Okay, what is the emblem she gives? That's gonna suck. Okay, well, nothing I can do about it right now. Okay, so if I do get a Mistbind Clique, okay, I could turn this into a Faerie and then champion the Faerie. So let's remand that. Okay. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, like, so much land. Maybe I need to review how many lands I'm running. Spellstutter Sprite is no good with only 1 mana. Oh, alright. Well, I'll just play my land, I guess. And go. 5/6, man, that's gonna put me on a pretty short clock there. Okay. So opponent has Death Touch, doesn't really matter. Negate, alright, well, counter target spell. It's not really gonna help me. Go. Okay, so okay, that's fine. Gain 3 life. Man, I am heavily unfavored here. Is there a way I can come back? I think there is, but I'm going to need something more than this. That's a creature. It's 4 mana creature too, so alright. You know, getting basically, you know, like a whole crap ton of land, like 8 lands in, you know, basically drawing land after land, didn't help at all. Are you kidding me? Another land? Like drawing almost half my lands? Alright, I don't think I have any way out of this now. Alright. Okay, so my opponent's going to swing in for 8 here. Okay, how much do you want to bet I'm going to draw another land here? Okay. Of course. Alright. Concede. Alright, good game. Well, yeah, my opponent was just in position to totally wreck me there. I just didn't get, like, basically any cards. I got land after land after land. It's just really not what you need. Sometimes that's the breaks. You just get mana flooded. That's the way Magic is sometimes. But thanks a lot, Moto. Anyways, if you do like the videos, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.